Hello everyone, in this video I would like to review Module 9, Week 9, and I'm going to also review Module 10, Week 10. The good news about next week is that after this module you have a break, because Module 11, or perhaps Week 11, since you're not going to be doing anything during that week, is spring break. But I'm going to focus on reviewing a few things covered in Module 9, Week 9, and then I'm going to jump to review Week 10, because there are a lot of expectations for you. It's going to be busy in Week 10, and I'm going to say you should hang in there, because you just have this week and then you have a break. So be on your best behavior, academically speaking. In terms of turning in work, you need to be persistent and consistent. Because this is the week before spring break. Now, in Week 9, you should have reviewed summary and paraphrase. There are materials I posted in the Week 9 folder. Let's see if we can just take a look at Week 9 folder again. The reason I'm going over Week 9 and particularly the folder is because there are some materials posted in Week 9 that are going to be relevant when you are working on your activities, especially your discussion board posts for week 10. So looking at Week 9, you were supposed to engage in reviewing expectations for plagiarism, as you can see, but then there was something on summary. So I have a presentation on summarizing and writing summaries presentation, so you should review that. There is a material on how to write summary papers and reading response. Something about the structure of an essay. There is something about, you also have where I discussed expectations in Week 9. But moving on from Week 9, there is Week 10. So Week 10 assumes that you completed activities in Week 9, that you're familiar at least with what I'm expecting when you engage in writing a summary. And to that effect, I expect that you are prepared to write a summary and paraphrase. So there's an activity of summary and paraphrase, which is going to be related to your summary and response paper. So the activity is posted under the module activities in Week 10. So if you find the activity, you should read it carefully. To go over the activity again, it's posted, like I said, under modules, on learning modules, specifically in learning modules, module 10, in the activity, in the discussion board prompt section. So this is the prompt that you can see, and this is what I'm expecting you to complete. So once you complete it, once you read the prompts, you will then click on this link, which will take you to the discussion board forum, and you would provide your response. Now, in Week 10, I'm also expecting that you will complete your group progress reports. So every student who is active in this class has been placed in a group. So you have a group, and there are expectations for you in a group. If you're a group leader, I highly suggest you complete the group progress reports. Otherwise, divide the activity or the responsibility amongst yourself, especially your peer, your partner peer. So the group progress report, what are my expectations? Well, if you go under Week 10, Module 10, I have information on what I'm expecting from you. Some of the information is also in the Assignments and Projects tab. But I made it easier by linking the assignment that you have to turn in for this is the first draft for your summary response, to Week 10. So in Week 10, I actually did this before Week 10. So there's a video in which I discuss my expectations when you write the progress reports. And you can take a look at this link in terms of finding what I expect from you when you write a progress report. We also are looking at active and passive voice. You should not wait on me to tell you when you need to turn in your Grammar Express quizzes. Like I said, there are 4 of them. Try your best to, I have said this before and I'll say it again, do not wait until the last minute to do them, because when you have to turn all these quizzes in, it's going to be a lot. Okay? So you don't need to wait till when they're all due. So get on it if you haven't started doing all those quizzes, because when they're due, they're due. I'm collecting them all at once. So the Grammar Express series, that's active and passive voice, is something you should also be working on. And you have the summary and response paper assignment, your first draft. Your first draft is due at the end of the day on the 25th, so you should review that information. I don't have much else to cover that I haven't discussed, but one thing I want to emphasize is that you get your work started on time, not on the day when it's due, because if you keep turning in work, if you try to do work on the day it's due, you're going to be rushed, and I can tell when the work is rushed, and you wouldn't turn in the best work, your quality work. So keep working on it, and I hope to release one more video before you guys go on a spring break. Hopefully it's a video in which you can see me. On that note, have a restful weekend and enjoy the rest of your week.